So we're going under the car right now. Into the vehicle. Okay. So your oil plug is right there. This is the engine right there. And so you want to loosen that nut. That's where the oil will come out of. It takes a 13mm wrench. And make sure you have something that catch the oil. Got a 2-gallon jug with the side cut off that I use to catch the oil that drains out of there with the wrench. So we're going to loosen that up and the oil will come dumping out. So got the nut loose. You can see there's oil starting to drip around there. Got the pan under it. See, I got the oil on my fingers there. It's a nice brown oil. You know that that's the engine oil. If it's red, you got the wrong oil. That's transmission fluid. Okay, you want to do this when the engine is warm from running. The oil will flow nicely. You do it when it's cold, it won't flow. It's nice. As you can see there, oil's coming out real good. Just let her drain, and then we'll take the oil filter out. Just a little tip: I like to put the bolt out of the oil pan in a paper towel, kind of clean it off a little bit. Plus, you won't lose it as easily if it's wrapped in a paper towel. Now we're gonna get to where the oil filter is. So you can see here, I've got the oil draining out of the oil pan there into my container. See, in there. Now, the oil filter on the 2013 Ford Escape is a pain to get to, but it's behind these hoses here. If you can show it to you there, you see the yellow right there. You just see the filter, right? That's the filter. So you got to get your hands around these hoses to get to it. Like I said, it's a little pain, but what I do is I stick my hand behind these hoses, wiggle it back in there. You want to make sure that the oil pan is fairly empty before you take the filter off, because otherwise all those hoses will get dripped oil on as you're taking it out if there is a bunch of oil in the filter. And when you take the filter out also, because there's oil in it and it's got a bunch of hoses around it, you can see it's right there. That's the oil filter. Try and tip it so that the opening is face up. You're going to have to wiggle it around these hoses here to get it out, but these will move, and so don't be afraid to push them out of the way, and you can get that filter out when you loosen it. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. A corner of the filter box, and I write all the specifications like mileage, the date when I changed the oil, mileage when I changed the oil, and wrench size, what kind of oil I use, things like that. Keep it in the glove box just to make it easier for remembering what to do next time, what to get, and all that good stuff. So I've just loosened the filter, and you can see it's already starting to drip out around those hoses. So what you can do is once you get it out, it'll be a little oily. Just clean it up with some rags and it'll be good. So I hope you guys can see it. But the filter, you can see my fingers there. That's the filter. See it spinning there. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I have my hands kind of wrapped around one of the hoses, but I can get my fingertips on it. I just want to tighten it up. And the trick with this, getting it snug enough but not too snug so that you can't get it off next time, is to, once it makes contact, turn it 3/4 of a turn. Okay, you can see where oil is still just dripping a little bit there, but that's the oil pan. I'm gonna put the plug back in, righty tighty, get it start it with my fingers, get it tightened with my fingers, and then tighten it up with a wrench. I got a finger tight. Towel, wipe the fingers off, and then switch the wrench to tightening. Tighten it up. Good night. Like that. Pull the oil out and then fill her up with oil. So we pulled out the old oil, and it's time to put in new oil. I'll show you what we got here. Used a mat to lay on so we weren't on the concrete. There's the old oil in a cutout jug. We've got a funnel, new oil to put in. So you just dump it in nice and slow, so it can drain in there. It might take a little while. This takes 4.3 quarts. I use a mark on the oil jug. You can see there's little notches that they have on there, and I just know that 4.3 quarts is just below that notch, and that's a full reservoir. Quick extra tip. You have a little bit of oil left in your oil jug, so as you're doing this, save a jug and just add the extra oil to it, so that way you'll build it back up. This is an old jug, and I've added several oil fills to it, what's left, and before long you'll have a full jug, and you won't have to pay for oil for that filter. Well, you'll pay for it, but you have to buy another jug for it. Something I like to do when I'm changing the oil is look under the hood and just check other things over. You've got your wiper fluid, coolant, brake fluid. Good things to check the levels on while you've got the hood up. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the drill. Appreciate your views. Hope this has been helpful.